Oh, that's what I was
What?
wondering. I know. That's what I was like. I thought about that, but
Hmm.
it's definitely on. I can use it with.
All right. Well, we are live on YouTube. Hi, everybody. Hi, Kira. I hadn't said hi to you yet. Um, well, I'm super excited. I know we have a couple more people getting ready to hop on here soon, so they'll be joining us. But last week we talked a little bit about the book, and this book, I love this book, but it is getting hard for us to track the devotion. So, I think, well, let me just get your opinion. Do we want to do a once a month, one chapter a month to finish it up? So, like in March, we could talk about chapter two one night. And then in April, we could talk about chapter three. And then so on. And just do that once a month for until we go through it, right? Or do we want to just read it on our own to finish it and be done with it? What are your thoughts on that? Because I really don't care either way. Anybody have a thought?
We
There
could,
you are.
yeah, I was
Well,
gonna say,
I'm on my phone, so
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Well, we can see your face.
I know. Just not as easy when you're screen sharing. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anybody have any thoughts on that or care or nobody?
I mean, I like doing it together, but I definitely understand how it's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't have a physical copy of the book, so I catch
Okay.
what I can from meetings. If we go to once a month, that's fine. If people if want to do the whole on your own thing, I'm sure somebody in the unit would be happy to lend their book to me and I would get it back to
Yeah,
them when I'm done. So I'm
totally.
I'm good really either way. It just depends on what's more convenient for everybody else.
Okay, well, thanks for sharing.
you might be able to borrow it from the library.
That's a thought too.
You just can't write in it.
Yeah. Kara, do you have a preference?
no, not really. I'm kind of mulling over what you've offered us as options. And so I do think that it is a little challenging because there's not clear cut. Um, I mean, other than you can take a chapter and then try to
Right.
do it in a synopsis, but then within those chapters, there's some really good things that you could actually, I mean, you could drag this out over a whole year almost
Oh,
just because
almost.
of
Yeah.
those little sections and just focus on little mini devos within each chapter. So, um, it just depends on how much time we really want to spend on this or if it's better to kind of, I
Yeah.
don't know, do something different. But, um, I mean, I don't mind taking a chapter myself, like what we've done and then just trying to recap, but there's just so much that honestly, it's almost like going to a Bible study to try to really pull out all of the
I
things that
actually
we
wish there
want
was a
to.
Bible study workbook with it. Like
Yeah,
I thought
that's
there's
how I'm
so many
reading.
nuggets in there, you know?
I agree.
I
I
mean,
agree.
I think if we're going to continue it, I like the little snippet and
Hmm.
not the whole chapter at one time. Because I know how I am, and it's hard for me to sit down and read, like, I
Yeah.
mean, I have a ton of books here that I have that are just for fun, and I don't even get to read those. So I kind of like the little snippet once a week.
Well, and the purpose of this is a devotional, which is more a short thought and something that we can reflect on throughout the week, not a time to really dig into scripture and Bible study like we might
Yeah.
because it does lend itself to that. But I just think that the purpose for the time that we have available needs to be short and a short thought that gets us thinking for the week.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Well, on that note, I opened this adorable book that my friend Kara Ingham gave me.
Oh, I did,
And I
did my
actually, when I'm looking for a short devotion, I grab this. And I have not actually done it 90 days in a row, but I have taken lots of little, really great snippets from it. And I kind of what I was thinking is that every week we would have somebody share a devotion. And if you want to pull from a devotion book, if you want to share something from the book that we've been reading, we could do that. But we could just take turns and everybody could share a 5-minute devotion. I think that's going to be easier to keep up with. And I think people would get more out of it because it just doesn't feel like everyone is really involved in the book, if you know what I mean. I think if we all had the book and we were reading from this page to this page and then we were discussing it or something like that, it would be different, but I just don't feel like that's what's happening. So, I would like to start sharing a devotion. And I'm going to share this tonight, and then every week we'll have somebody else share a devotion. And if you want to share from the book, you can. If you want to share something else, you can. And we'll just say 5 minutes or so. And so tonight I'm sharing number 3, and it's called Blessed versus Stressed. And the verse comes from Philippians 4:6. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. Life is busy, stress is real, and the mind knows just when to replay a slideshow filled with photos of past failures. Once that begins, we're reminded that we don't have time for the fun things we once did. And it doesn't take long to feel as if the world is crashing down around us. We've all been there. Here's an idea. The next time we find ourselves stressed to the max with negative thoughts running amok, let's take a look around. Sometimes we forget all we truly have. Even in the times of stress, God provides. When negativity starts creeping in, turn stressful thoughts into remembering the blessings. Is work stressing you out? You have a job, and that's a blessing. Are the kids being crazy while you're trying to clean the house? You have little ones and a house, and those are blessings. You are stressed because you can't see your friends? You have friends, and that's a blessing. Try looking at things outside of what's causing the stress and count the blessings around you. Be thankful for the clothes on your back or for having water to drink. Sometimes all it takes to stop the mental failure slideshow is to start thinking through all the things that have gone right, all the things for which you are grateful, and all the ways God has been faithful. You got this. What's something you're thankful for today? The next time a stressful thought enters your mind, recall the good the Lord has done for you. Even the smallest things like the shoes on your feet or money in your pocket. Give your stresses to God and live in His grace. You'll end up finding that you can face each day, no matter how busy, with an inner peace of thankfulness. Anybody have any thoughts on that? Blessed versus stressed. Anybody do a gratefulness or a thankfulness journal?
I need to start doing mine again. It's in the basement on the floor. I know
Okay,
where it is. I just have
tonight
to.
you're picking it up, Natalie.
Yeah.
Everybody put in the chat at least one thing you're thankful for. Meredith, it sounded like you've seen me cleaning my house. I can relate for sure. CJ's thankful for her husband.
I'm thankful that I'm getting my taxes prepared for free tomorrow. I'm not thankful that I don't have any of it ready. And so that's what I'm doing right now.
What a blessing. Free taxes. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a blessing. Oh, Elise is thankful for all of us. Kira getting to be with my kids this next weekend, and my son-in-law is getting baptized. That's awesome. Spring, my unit family and friends. Natalie, a spouse that is super supportive no matter what challenge I'm facing. Yeah. God provides. Awesome. Thanks for sharing, everyone. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do Devo wise. I'm gonna kind of share at the end what's coming down the pipe next week. But for now, we had Elisa and Spring and Janine and Alicia at our Superstar Saturday this past weekend. And I would love for each of you to share a takeaway that you got. What was one takeaway that you got from the weekend? Somebody want to go first?
Well, wait, I have to think really quick. That was an on the spot thing. I guess I should have expected that.
Yeah, you should have, but I should have said something. Sorry.
Okay. Oh
You
my
know
gosh.
that you don't know what anyone is going through. There are a lot of stories that I heard this weekend that just broke my heart, but these women just conquer and keep going forward, and they are an inspiration to other women, and that was awesome. You know, they're not
Yeah.
going to let anything get them down. They just keep going, and that's motivation for all of us, no matter what it is.
Yeah, so thanks for sharing that, Spring. So we honored the Lafayette House this weekend. The Lafayette House was one of the grant recipients from the Mary Kay Foundation, domestic violence shelter. And we had the administrator from the Lafayette House come to our Superstar Saturday this weekend. And she shared a little bit of her story and her journey of being in domestic violence and how she ended up there and her passion. And we donated products to give back to the shelter. And it was really inspiring. One of our directors shared her story with us. And Spring is exactly right. We don't know what people are going through. And I think so many times if somebody is, you know, grumpy in line or, you know, they're rude or whatever, we automatically take offense to it, but we don't know what they're experiencing. And so many times if I see that somebody is grumpy, I try to stop right then and say a prayer for them instead of judging them, because I know I've been grumpy and I would hate for somebody to judge me on a day I'm grumpy, you know, because we've all been there where we've had a bad day or we're going through a tough time, you know? And so grace, it's giving grace to each other and supporting and empowering one another. And that's what it felt like this weekend, really, was that. So that's great. Janine or Lisa, either of you guys have anything to share?
Gosh, I don't know. I'm thinking. I mean, that was such a big thing for Saturday, you know. And I guess I know this seems really strange, but I think it was kind of just to kind of go on top of that. I mean, there was a lot of great things that we saw and heard and talked about, but domestic violence. I mean, I'm sitting here cleaning out my clothes, you know, like stuff that I'm not going to wear. I have a box out here and I've got piles of clothes out here, you know, and I always usually like try to give it to like a church ministry. You know, I don't want somebody to have to go pay for clothes if they need clothes. And it never really occurred to me, honestly, to donate that kind of stuff to a domestic violence shelter, but yeah, there's a lot of times they leave with literally what they have on their back and they have nothing. And so I've kind of made this decision that, when I'm getting rid of clothes, like all these things that are sitting in my house, they're going to go to Harmony House now. They're not just going to go to Goodwill or, I mean, if there's a church family that needs them, I don't have a problem with that. But, overall, it's either going to be a church ministry that gives them away or they're going to go to Harmony House just because those are the two places people go and they get them for free and they don't have to pay for them. So that was kind of like, I guess that was kind of my takeaway is make sure that it's going where it needs to go instead of just going to Goodwill where they have to buy it when they don't have the money. And you never know who you're going to walk into. Like you guys were just saying, I mean, Gloria Mayfield Banks, I don't know if, you guys, everybody knows her. But I mean, she was a domestic violence victim. And had somebody not invited her to a Mary Kay guest night or a Mary Kay facial, I don't think it was a guest night. Had somebody not invited her, she wouldn't be in the position that she's in to share and teach and encourage. And she's come a long way. If you didn't know that about her, you would never have guessed in a million years that she was that same person. So I don't ever want to assume that just because we're at a Mary Kay event that there's nobody in that room that doesn't go home and get hit or, emotionally abused or anything, because they're there, you know.
Yeah, that's great ideas. Janine, I know you're working hard. Anything you want to share?
It was just kind of fun. That was a pretty small group, just because of the weather and things, I think. And so just, I don't know, it was casual and laid back and kind of intimate. And it was really fun to hear from, someone outside of the Mary Kay world that still had information that was helpful to us. So it was just a really great time.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that.
It was, but one more bleep. I'm just going to say I'm really excited about what they taught us with the messenger party because I've been wanting that forever. So
I'm going to share that right now. So, yeah, so Jennifer Huff had actually shared with me well, we actually heard a little bit about it at the Kansas City kickoff in January, and I was like, okay, I'm going to start this. This is a great way to either have a party or to do a launch party or a relaunch party. So I'm gonna just shout this out to all of you guys. The messenger party, let me explain to you what that is. So first of all, as a consultant or as a customer, either one can do a Facebook Messenger party. If you are using it as a party with your customer, then they would be like a hostess, okay? And there's hostess credit for it. But basically, the gist is that you put 15 people, but besides yourself and the director or whoever's doing the party, 15 people go in Facebook Messenger. So is everybody familiar with Facebook Messenger? It's this symbol right here, right? Actually, I wonder if I could pull it up on my... Okay, so let me share this with you. You can kind of see the party. Oh. Okay. So everyone that was there, they got put in this messenger group. And as she was explaining about it, she she shared everything in here. So can you guys see this messenger group right here? Can everybody see that? Okay, so this is what she did. So she put everybody in a messenger group. That's what you would do. Let's say Natalie wants to do a relaunch party. Okay, she's going to pick 15 people of her Facebook friends, and she's going to put them in a messenger group like this one. And we're going to name it Natalie's Spring Launch. Okay, Natalie's Spring Launch. It has a name. And then you start adding people, and you can see we start adding people to the group. Okay, this is the first text that goes out to your potential hostess. Hey, Natalie, I just learned about a fast, like 15 minutes fast, fun virtual party style. Would you want to try it out? In exchange for your help, you could earn a 50% off shopping spree and lots of free product too. What do you say? So that's the first message. They're like, yeah, let's do it. They pick a date and time. Okay. And then she says, hi friend, this is the script that goes out to the guest. Okay. You're going to text them or you're going to private message them first. Okay. Hi friend, I'm having so Natalie is messaging Susie Q. Okay. I am having a Facebook Messenger Mary Kay Fall Updates party. I earn a prize from my consultant just by you being in the party. It will happen at 5 p.m. tomorrow night. 15 minutes, fun and lots of fun. Giveaways. In fact, the first giveaway is simply for joining. It's limited to only 15 ladies. Can I add you to the fun? So Natalie messages that to Susie Q. Susie Q says yes. So she adds Susie Q to the group. And then tomorrow, okay, so the party is tomorrow night at 5 p.m. And this is the thing, is you could have a party on Wednesday. You could put everybody in there tomorrow. So you don't have to like wait a week. You don't have to wait 10 days. You can do it in like 2 days, okay? So I love that. And so I would say, welcome. Good morning, beautiful friends of Natalie. Thanks so much for accepting Natalie's invite to the Mary Kay Fall Updates Fun. If you're like me and group message notifications get on your nerves, you're welcome to silence them. Just make sure you set your alarm for tonight at 5 p.m. See you all then. Okay, so then tomorrow night, there's a 5-minute warning. Oh, wait, sorry. First of all, there's a giveaway. While we wait for the party time tonight at 5 p.m., let's have our first giveaway. So the first giveaway, let's say, is Susie Q. Susie Q wins her choice of one of our new Supreme Hydrating Lipstick. Thanks for being here to support Natalie. Be sure you let me know which shade you want. Okay. See you here in about 30 minutes. She shares about the oil-free eye makeup remover. Remember, this is all like posts. These are just posts going into the messenger group. You can do a video, like a 1-minute video if you want. You don't have to. If you don't like the camera, all you have to do is post these in the group. Hi friends, my name is Jennifer Huff, wife to Ethan for 8 years and mama to 2 honorary boys, Easton and Kyler. I joined Mary Kay right as the pandemic started as a way to stay home with my babies while earning an extra income too. I absolutely love the flexibility and freedom my business has given me these past almost 5 years. Most importantly, I'm so grateful to live out my values and the companies of God first, family second, and career third. I love helping women feel confident in who God made me to be, whether they're wearing makeup or not. I'm passionate about mentoring women to create the life of their dreams through their Mary Kay business. It's my honor to be Natalie's beauty consultant. Thank you so much for supporting her tonight. And here we go. I will post a couple of things about Mary Kay in general, then 7 posts about products to keep your skin hydrated during the cold season. Lastly, I will close with our specials for tonight. only. And when we get to 5 and then 10 or more orders, we will have an extra giveaway too. So here is, now remember, this is 15 minutes. So every post is like every minute. Okay. Every minute she's posting something new. This is the thing. Once you do a party or I do a party for you, then you just take the same format and you just copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Okay. Right now we have a hydration party created and we have a spring product launch party. We're working, she's working, she's going to share with us summer products and like a makeup one, like a glamour one. Okay. So information about Mary Kay. Remember, all of these pictures you can just send every minute. Okay. It's 15 minutes. She posts all of these things, right? They're shopping, looking, 15 minutes, all these things. So here's the deals. The deals are just the special deals from Monica Gabot or the pink perks that I'm using now. And so basically they spend $50, they get a half price item. But here's the key is if they order by midnight, so the party was at 5 p.m. If they order by midnight, they get double deals. So $50, they get 2 half price items. Okay. And if the hostess gets 15 people in the group, she automatically gets 15% off. Now, what's incredible, okay, is Jennifer had 9 parties on Wednesday. What is 9 times 15? Anybody know? Off the top of your head? I don't. 9 times 15. 135 new leads and contacts for her customer page in one night. Right? This is incredible. So she has had a 0 party, but she's also had over $1,000 party and everything in between. So she's keeping the chain going. People are wanting to rebook. Okay. It's just absolutely incredible because it's fast, it's easy. They're getting product that they love. They're getting connected to a community. It's awesome. And it's a great way to get reactivated, to get your own business started. And I would love to do a launch for you. Okay. I'm offering this to each one of you. Okay. On here tonight. If you would like to do one, I'm offering this to you to be the very first ones that I schedule. Okay. And Cassie Gilman, she's also on the list if you're watching. Okay. So here we go. And then the party poll is here. Yes, I'm ordering soon. 2, help. I need suggestions. 3, I like too much. I want to host a party. Number 4, done. My order is in. Number 5, obsessed. I love it all. Sign me up. Number 6, not now. I'm not ordering this time. So this party poll goes in. This is the closing. And then what she does is she takes each person and she messages them individually after this. That's the key, is the follow-up. Don't forget, when we get Natalie to 5 orders tonight, 1 lucky winner will be drawn for another giveaway. 10 orders, 2 lucky winners will be drawn. To place an order, you can private message me, text, or on my website. What's working really well for her is to do a party link for each party, which we can show you how to do that. Super easy. Specials won't show there. I will be in touch to help get those squared away. Remember, double deals until midnight tonight, but you can still get 1 for every $50 spent after tonight. Lastly, feel free to message me with any questions. I'm happy to help. Let us know where you are on the party poll. If I haven't heard from you tonight, I'll be checking in privately to see what you are thinking. Thanks again and so much. So they're ordering, some are, right? And then she's messaging them privately, individually. And then here's the rest. So they add to their Facebook group, okay? And then here is, oh, that's the original text that somebody hadn't gotten. So, okay. So that is what the 15-minute Facebook Messenger party is. And it's super easy, it's super fast, it's super simple, super fun. So reach out to me this week if you would be interested in doing a spring party. We don't have to call it a relaunch, but if you want to get some things moving in your business, I'm offering to do one for each of you. Okay. And if you're watching the recording, the offer is good for you too. Okay. So obviously, I've not done this before. I was actually going to do one for Cassie Gilman a week ago. And well, I was going to do it in person. Then we were going to switch it to this. And then I was like, hey, I'm getting trained on it. Let's hold up a week and let me figure out what I'm doing. So that's where we're at. And I did learn a lot this weekend. It's just I need to practice myself. And so I'm going to try to get a couple of hostesses myself. And I would love to do some parties for you guys so I could get the hang of it. So let me know on that. I would love to do that. The key is getting 15 people in the group and follow up, and then getting them in your own customer group. Okay. Anybody have any questions on that?
For a relaunch, would you
Yeah.
recommend inviting like current customers and then having them try to invite their friends? Or just
think-
customers and then focus on them rebooking to do it themselves?
Yeah, I mean, if you have, the key is, she said, if you have more than 15 people, it gets clogged up with thumbs up and messages and all that. She said, really, you have to keep it to 15. So you could do one with current customers, then you could do another one with people you don't know or you've never invited to be a part of Mary Kay. So you could do two different ones. But I think ideally you want to keep it to 15. So if you have 15 customers that you could invite, I would start with that. And then I would do a separate one with non-customers that you don't have yet, you know? The key is keeping it to about 15. She said she tried to do one that was over 20, and she said it was like really crazy, too many messages in between. And she said the 15 mark is really important. Plus, the follow up is easier to do with a smaller number. So 15 is key. Then you could do another one, you know, in a couple of days, you could do a separate one. So, yeah, good question. Anybody else have a question? Okay, I am super excited. I know Spring is planning to do one. We talked a little bit about that as well. So yeah. Okay.
Hey, oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I
go
was
ahead.
just thinking this might be a good thing to work that, what's that calendar we got with the times, kind of like, you know, your first 15 people, so you don't get too many people in your messenger. I don't know. Is that a thought? You know what I mean?
No, I don't understand what you're saying.
You know what you know when was it Natasha that come and taught us about the calendar, putting
Oh,
times, somehow implementing that with like just 15 people, and you know, have
yeah.
people sign up different days and who they're going to have.
Yeah, that's a great idea. You could have two going and you could message them and see which day they would prefer. And then, yeah, I think you could totally do that. Yeah, for sure. Good idea. Okay, our product knowledge tonight is on order of application. And this actually came up this week with Spring. I don't know why this is, I don't want that to show anymore. I don't know. Well, I can't get rid of that. Okay. So what is happening? Oh my heavens. You are where I need to be. Okay, we're gonna start over. Okay. Here we go. Spring, have you taken a look at this yet? Not really, kind of.
Yes, I have.
Okay. So I thought this would be really great to kind of go through because a lot of people get confused on this. And I think this is really good. And I have these available. There's actually an album on our Facebook group that says order of application. And there's several different styles, several different products that have order of application. So if you're looking for one to have available for your customers, I think this one has the most products in it. And she was specifically asking, where do I put retinol in and where do I put boosters in with the time was repair? And honestly, I wasn't exactly sure. I wasn't 100% sure because I don't use repair. So I asked some of my top director friends, and this is what they sent me. And I was like, this is excellent. Really, really excellent. So, first of all, removing makeup or eye makeup. Okay, that's obviously number one. Number two is cleanse and tone. So anything has to do with a cleanser or a toner is going to go in this category. Then number three would be exfoliating. So a scrub, or the refine for the microdermabrasion, the facial peel, or the Clinical Solutions resurfacer. And the reason why that is there because the resurfacer is an exfoliant, okay? Even though you keep it on, it's kind of like the night recovery that has the retinol in it. You keep it on, but it's still an exfoliator. And then you would do the mask, okay? And so that's number 4. And then 5 is special solutions. So this would be your resveratrol, line reducer, brightener, HA ceramide hydrator, nighttime recovery, instant puffiness reducer, replenishing serum C plus E, pore minimizer, lifting serum, wrinkle limiter, volume wrinkle filler, and acne treatment gel. Also, retinol is where this would go. So think of it this way: the deeper the product, the sooner it goes in your regimen. So serums are all going to work deeper than a moisturizer. Okay, so that's why those special solutions go first before the moisturizer. So special solutions, then lip and eye care, and then moisturize and protect would be the last step. Okay, questions? Is this helpful?
Very helpful.
Very helpful.
Very.
Okay. I think it's easy to get lost in all the things, right? And that is one thing that, like on our Thursday night spa suites, which Spring, give me a shout out. What did you think? Kira was on too, right?
It was awesome. We got to get on there, ladies. We got to do this. That was
hop on and just watch. Watch. Super easy. That's what I love about this 15-minute messenger party and the spa suites. The spa suites lasted 40 minutes. The 15-minute messenger party is lasting 15 minutes plus a little bit of time before and a little bit of time after. You guys, literally, you could work your business for maybe an hour and a half a week. If you had a messenger party and you had guests on spa suites, and you could be making several $100s a week just working those 2 virtual events from home. Seriously. So I don't know if you could use a couple of $100 a week, but those are two events that are easy peasy. No samples, no money investment. Everything is CDS orders if you want it to be. So it's easy, and that's what I love about it. Traveling, you're busy, whatever. It's easy. If you would just hop on the spa suites, I think you could see what we're doing, and it really is going great. Every week I've had several $100s worth of sales. And honestly, I've only invited my customers so far. I am just now getting brave enough to invite people I don't know. So I'll tell you how that goes next week. Okay. That's my thing this week is I'm trying to get brave enough to ask people I don't know. So that's on the agenda for tomorrow. Okay. But right now we've just been inviting my customers to see different products and different things. Right. So super easy way to, yeah. Okay. Sorry, got on a tangent there. Okay, anybody have any questions? It's time for us to be done, so I want to finish up because I want to respect your time. But I want you to remember, I wanted to talk a little bit about that thing I sent out, the Monday motivation. Before you speak, think. Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? And is it kind? And I am sure that all of you do that. You think before you speak, but we know not all people do in this world. And so this is a great reminder, even to ourselves, that if someone speaks to you and it wasn't kind, it wasn't inspiring, it wasn't helpful, then it's probably not truth. So just remember to stay in check with that as you're receiving words from other people. Not everything everybody speaks is truth, and so you don't have to receive it if it's not truth, right? Whether it be a family member or a stranger. We all have our moments, right? But words matter. So remember that. And how can you shine this week to somebody else? All right. Anybody have any last questions? Code word is think. Let's take a picture real quick. Everybody smile. Y'all are so beautiful. Dear Jesus, thank you so much for our time together tonight. Thank you for each and every woman on this call tonight. Thank you for those listening in on the replay, Lord. I just pray blessings upon blessings. I pray that they shine wherever they go this week. May they honor and serve you in all that they do. And I pray that maybe an idea tonight's like sparked some interest, or maybe gave them some hope for their business, or an inspiration idea or something. Lord, I just pray that in all that we do, that we can really serve you, and may we honor you in all that we do. We pray this in your name. Amen. I love y'all. Thanks for being on tonight. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Sorry. One last thing. I am going to be gone next week. So I would love for y'all to run the meeting without me, and then I can watch the replay. How about that? So this is what I need. I need someone who would be willing to log in as me, use my login to log in, okay? If you're familiar with Zoom, then you can totally handle it, okay? So I need somebody to be the login person. I need someone to do a devotion. I need someone to do our Thrive Wellness tip. I need someone to do product knowledge, and I need someone to do the shine portion, which would be working and on the go business tip. Okay. So who would be willing to do one of those things? I'll put you down, and then I'll watch the replay. How about that? I'm going to be in Kentucky with my daughter next Monday night, celebrating her birthday. So I'm just going to get there in time for her to be off work. And then I wanted to take her to dinner. And I had thought about trying to do it all, but I really just want to spend time with her. And I know you guys would appreciate that if you were my daughter. So I was like, they can totally handle it. This new way we're doing things, you guys have so much to offer each other. And so I love it. So, and then the next day I'll be driving to Tennessee where I'm doing a Bible study retreat for 2 days, 48 hours. And then I can watch the replay on my way home. So, or not on my way home, but on my way to that Bible study retreat. So, all right, Natalie, I've got you down for Devo. Okay, who wants to do a wellness tip? Who wants to do product knowledge? Who wants to do a business tip? And who wants to log in?
What's a wellness tip? Just something to
Yeah,
help?
it can be anything that would be like helpful. Tonight we kind of went through the 15-minute messenger party. So tonight I talked about think, like, those think things. That's a wellness tip. The other night I did I'm trying to remember some things that I have done. Like we talked about calendars, we've talked about it can be anything that would be helpful for your wellness. Anything. Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. I got you.
Awesome.
Hey, Jen, I can log in.
Okay, great, Elisa. Thank you. Yeah, you're always early, so that'd be great.
Well, that's what I figured. That gives me a whole week to figure out my Zoom.
Okay, awesome. Okay, how about product knowledge or a business tip?
I can do one of those as well if you want me to.
Okay, awesome. Okay, Meredith said she could do product knowledge. Okay, awesome. She'll have her little ones, but that's okay. Meredith, I got you down for product knowledge. And then business tip, Elisa?
Sure.
Okay. All right, I got it. Awesome. I'll send you a quick reminder like Monday morning or Sunday night or something. Okay. And those of you that don't have a job, hop on and support them. Kara said Austin and Jenny will still be here from Germany. We will be traveling. Okay, no problem. You can watch the replay with me.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, you guys, I love you so much. And I'll miss you next Monday, but I'll be excited to watch the replay. That'll be fun for me. So have a great week. Don't forget to reach out to me if you'd like to do the 15-minute messenger party, and we'll get